YouTube, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. And today we'll be talking about some Nike vintage basketball shoes. We're going around 86, 87 era with three different models. We'll be talking about the Air Force 2, which will be here, the white and orange, and the red, white, and blue. And we got the Delta Force AC and also the Air Python. We will start off with the Air Force 2, white and orange. This, I believe, was a team shoe. It's massive, size 15 and a half. You can see the tags right here. 6'7", 87, size 15 and a half. FT is a factory. These are dead stock. Oregon State University wore these. College team. Gary Payton. The glove, you could say. It's got the original hang tag. Non-marking outsole. And as Michael Jordan said, I got no love for the glove. No problem with the glove. No love. So we have those, and we also have the Air Force 2. Red, white, and blue. Charles Barkley is known for these. He wore them in a high top. You see the tags here. It's 5'7", 87, size 12, factory FT. Grab the other shoe. They also wore these in a white and gray. A white and red also with Moses Malone, a Nike ad. It's a pretty cool thing. We'll take a look at the Air Force 2 pamphlet next. It's really cool. I'd love to find a OG box to go with this, with the net. RN Marley sent me this. Thank you again. Shout out to him. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. So it shows you the whole layout of the shoe. The polyurethane heel counter. By density paddle ankle collar protects the foot. Gives you a nice breakdown of all the leather accent. Take another look at these. So these are both dead stock. Charles Fox, a shout out to him. He's the one that sold these to me actually just a few months ago. Give him a follow also on Instagram. So these are a size 15 and a half, and this Air Force is size 12. So size difference is definitely there, but both awesome pieces to have. Very hard to find. Get some heel shot of intersecting colors here. All right, next we're going to look at the Nike Delta Force AC. This shoe actually came in a high cut, a low cut, and what you see here is a 3/4 cut. So it's right between, a nice mid-range. These are in really nice shape. They're not dead stock, but they're close to it. You can see the leather's a little more plush on these. Pretty nice thickness of cuts here. The outsole looks a little similar to some of these we'll kind of go over later on. We'll do a little comparison between all those. The midsole, it's got a Tomaline. It's kind of a softer midsole for cushioning. It's a little softer than your traditional, harder midsole, you could say. It goes all the way around on the Air Force 2. It's a really nice looking shoe. I'll take a peek at the other one here. Tongue tags, Delta Force AC. It's a maroon colorway. I found these on eBay. And the tongue tag, if I get underneath there, you get in there. It says 3587. Factory's STP. There you go. Again, these are very much wearable. Not that I'm going to, but they are in really good shape and nothing crumbling on any of these pairs. Let's take a look at the Nike Air Python next. I do actually have the box for this one. As you can see, it's size 11 and antique bronze. It's your traditional Nike box. The earlier boxes are kind of flimsy, not very thick cardboard. You can see it's nothing too fancy. The Air Jordan 2 box is actually when we saw some thicker cardboard cut. And speaking of the Air Jordan 2 and the Air Force 2, this model kind of mimics both of those. You can kind of see the Air Jordan 2 lines. Let me flip this one around too. I got the lines of that. Yet you got some Air Force 2 influence also. The midsole. Got my hand down there. It's pretty neat. As we've talked before about interchangeable parts, early Nike utilizing, for different models. But these are just like more of a luxury shoe. You get that really good here too. Just really, really unique, thick leather cuts. It's amazing quality. These are close to dead stock as well. They were worn lightly. One of those oops purchases this year. I sent like a really lowball offer, and my wife came home. And I'm like, can you take a seat? I got to tell you something. And yeah, it wasn't expected I was going to get these, but price was right. And look at that. This is beautiful. The luxury, really nice leather on these as well. You can check the tongue tags now. Drop it down this way. We got 9/11/87, size 11. PD is a factory. On the inside, the arch supports. A little thicker, a little more firmer than Nike's production of them with the Air Max 90s, which is still a cool thing to see, but you could tell these are just a little more sturdy. Now I'll show you guys the insole really quick. I think this is a really cool part of the shoe too. Pop it out. There we go. So you look at the bottom. It's got the Nike imprint. It's pretty cool. A lot of detail. Extra cushioning, made for comfort, luxury. Let's take a look at this one. I unlaced this one specifically so we can kind of dig in there. This one's more laced up. In good shape. And with the box, so not an easy thing to come by. Really happy to add these to the collection this year. The plastic hang tag as well. Before the big bubble tags. So there you have it, the Air Python Antique and Bronze, size 11. So take a little a deeper look here at the Nike Air Python. It was designed by Peter Moore, who famously designed the Air Jordan 1 and 2. And you can definitely see the design crossover into this model. Get a straight shot of these here. Another pair, this is definitely wearable. I'll be keeping them this way. I'd happily rock a retro any day, but not these. Very, very rare. Wonderful quality of them. The snakeskin too, it could peel off, so it's something I don't really want to mess with. Try to preserve it. There's that with the box. Next, we're going to look at the outsole. So you can see we have 3 different models here, and they're all very, very similar. The Air Force 2s, obviously, on the end here are identical. Just a little size difference between this 15.5 to 12. The Delta Force AC, again, it's pretty much on the money, except the Nike is just a little larger. Put it on the heel there. And then you can see here, there are snake skins. It's pretty much identical to the Air Force 2. Then we can stand them up. And you see we have air on these 3 models. This one just got the different outsole. It's nice to have the non-marking outsole. Shout out to Seth, my OG support group brother. He's got the white and blue pair, and I believe he has that non-marking outsole sticker on his as well. So always having those little details is nice to preserve and keep thinking this thing's going to peel up, but it's hanging on somehow. So yeah, that's some similarities, very slight differences between 3 different outsoles and midsoles. Alright YouTube, so this is going to be a wrap for this video. So today we covered 3 different Nike models, classics from the 80s, 86, 87 era. And we've seen some major differences, but then we've seen a lot of similarities. Multiple colors used, obviously, too. But it's really cool to, just dive in and see, 3 iconic pairs that don't get as much attention as I think they should. So thank you again for joining me, and remember to subscribe, and have a great night.